to a brand new vlog, starting off the vlog here in what will be my new boudoir. And so I thought today would be a good day to show you some updates in the bedroom, because for the last 2 days hubby has been working so hard on this room. So I'm going to give you a little tour in a second and just show you what's being done. But as you can see from behind me, we have panelling. So this morning I thought we'd do a quick recap really of where we're at in this renovation so far. Now, how long have we lived here for now? Since we bought the house, so it was the 17th of March and we're on the 21st of June as I'm filming today. And so we've been in the house, what, 15 weeks? 15, 16 weeks, something like that. My maths isn't great, so I do apologise if I've got that wrong. But around that time anyway, and we've come quite far really when you think about it. And I was just saying this the other day to Ash, and as well to one of you guys in the comments, we're starting to forget what it was like when we first bought it and moved in and how bad it was. Because now all the fresh plaster's been done, all the fresh paint is on the walls, all the old house smell is gone. And yeah, it just feels wonderful. Guys, I'm sorry, this button on this dress, it keeps popping open. So I'm having to check it constantly, so I do apologise for the faffing. But we're going to do a little tour of the room and show you the updates in here. So obviously the panelling is on the walls. I'll show you in a bit more detail in a second. And once that's been done and painted, we're ready to start putting this room back together. So curtain rail, what else? The sockets have just arrived this morning and light switches, so we're going to unbox those in today's video as well. So let's do a quick tour of this room.
I'm walking around feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from July up till now. Don't know where, don't know how. Lately I've come to realize that I can see it in your eyes, so it's true. I'm so glad you feel it too. Nothing to hide but falling in love. To me,
this is the dado. I'm going to show you from a side profile so you can see the edging, and it's got this like waterfall edging. So very, very intricate. Obviously it's not staying the wood colour. We're going to paint it in with the wall white, but the joins are just lovely. Now my husband used to not be able to do these joins so well, and with practice his joins are getting better. So obviously it needs caulking in as well, and then these tacks will be coming out once it's all fixed properly to the wall and caulked in. Yeah, and then he'll be painting it in with the same colour as the walls. So the dado's gone on first, and we did that all the way around the room. Here's the window, so it goes right into the window as well. You said, do you want to stop it here or do you want to carry it on round? Well, I carried it on round because I just feel like them sort of little details, as fussy as they are, and as much as normal workmen don't want the hassle of doing extra bits like this, I feel like this kind of effort, extra effort, makes everything just look so much more expensive and bespoke. Then following along on the other side of the window, we're going around, and obviously the dado then goes all around the room. So the dado was done first, and we decided to put that, it's like waist height on me, so it comes up to my waist, and that's the height we've gone for visually. I'm not sure of the actual measurements, but I'll pop them on the screen for you now, the measurements of the dado rail. And then moving on to the panelling, so the bottom half was done first. Let me just stand back so you can see fully the room. And this was really funny, right, because the bottom is out. You might be able to spy it on there now I've pointed it out. But because the bedside tables are going to go here, and obviously the bed on the back wall, you're not going to see them. So it was actually really challenging because I need the panels to be straight. If we'd have followed the skirting board, it would have been wonky. So we've had to put the panelling straight so therefore the skirting's out. But like I said, you won't see it because the bed will be in and the bedside tables, but what you will see is the middle upwards, and also the ceiling is out, so hubby has had to like almost warp the paneling, the top edges, to accommodate visually a straight line. It's not actually a straight line because the walls are out. I mean, that's what you get, unfortunately, in old houses. The walls are always wonky, so it's just something you have to contend with. So we've just done our best, but I think it looks absolutely wonderful. And, you know, you can see a stark contrast with it being a wood colour still. So when it's white, it'll look even better. So as I was saying, we did the bottom panels first, and the measurements, I think it's 11 centimetres or 11 inches? I'll pop it on the screen again, but we measured from the skirting to the first panel, and then the same from the dado down to the first top of the panel, and then we added in the sides later, and that's the kind of measurements we've gone for. And then the same on the top. This gap here is exactly the same gap as this gap here. And do you know what? Like I said, my maths is absolutely terrible. So it's a good job my husband knows what he's doing when it comes to numbers and measuring. But I think he's done an absolutely fabulous job. This side has been done as well. We've gone for big panels next to the doors. I'm actually thinking of, I did mention this before in another vlog. Obviously, we're changing the door. That's one of the original doors, but it's just really, really, like, it's awful. It needs changing. There's nothing you can do to save it. It looks awful. Anyway, we was going to change the door, obviously, at the end, because we need to do the bathroom, which is just through there, and we don't want to get any new doors ruined. So the door is going to get changed last. But since then, I've had a wild idea to put a rail across the wall up here and have double doors that open. They meet in the middle here and then they open that way. And yeah, I'm thinking that'll look absolutely beautiful in here. Scissors. Right guys, we've had another delivery, and I think I know what these are. So I think this one is some lights for the utility. It feels like there's hardly anything in. I'm sure we ordered 3 lights for the utility. Well, I definitely told Ash to order 3. Sorry, I just make a drama out of everything because I like to romanticise my life. What can I say? Could be something really like unexciting, and I will open the box like, is the 3? Yeah. Also, looking at the size of these boxes, and then the product's going to be smaller than that to even fit in said box. I feel like they're going to be very, very small, these. So obviously they're from Laura Ashley. I'll link them in the description box down below. And they are the Rufus single spotlight in antique brass. And I've picked these up for the utility room. And hopefully they'll work well in that space. So let's have a little look of what's inside. Okay. Right, well the colour's nice. Oh, what's going on? Oh, very small. Right, let's just unbox. Okay, so that's the shade, and it's metal. Ralphie! There's a cat outside, and it's winding Ralphie up to death. They're so, like, mischievous cats. They know exactly what they're doing, don't they? Calmness is your superpower. Anyway, I forgot what they look like on the website. That's them straight out of the box. They do move though. They're like spotlights that move. And yeah, they're for the utility room. So what I'll do is pop these upstairs, because what I needed to check was the colour was the correct brass. So they're in antique brass. Like I said, I'll link them down below. I need to just check they're the right size. So I need to just go and test them in the utility room. I'm not going to film that bit because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise in there when you see the whole thing, you know what I mean? You've got to keep some things to yourself. It's got the fragile tape on it. What's in here? Oh, these are the sockets and switches. So I feel like we've been waiting for these for so long because when we ordered them, it was some sort of pre-order because they were out of stock. So we've had to order them ages ago on a pre-order basis, wait for them to come in and arrive. How am I going to get into this box? Right, 1 second, guys. I'm just going to cut the tape. You need to be like Edward Scissorhands. Oh, wow. There's a lot of sockets in this box, guys. Just look at this. Have you ever seen so many switches and sockets in your actual life? It's just full. Bloody hell, Ash will be in heaven when he gets home. But I love them. I love them. Right, okay, let's get one out to have a little look. And then I'm just going to test it in one of the rooms so you can do that with me as well. So these are the toggle switches we've chosen for the house. And I just think they're so posh. Aren't they nice? Love them. And they're like an antique brass kind of a colour. So we've chosen to have a couple of dimmer switches as well, especially in the bedroom, because we want to be able to like create ambience with the lighting in the bedroom with the dim switch. And actually it was one of you guys that reminded me to ask my husband because I weren't sure whether we were having dimmer switches, and I was showing you around the rooms and explaining the plans in there, and one of you commented and said, are you having dimmer switches? And I was like, I don't know. So yeah, I asked Ash, and then obviously now we've got them, so thank you. So this one's a 2-gang switch. We've also got some rooms and some spots that just needed a 1-gang. And then we've also got some of these ones, and I don't know where they were meant to go, unless he's just ordered them as like an option, not too sure. I think that's it. And then they're the switches that are going around the house. Switches, sockets. They're the sockets for the house as well. So I'm gonna pop these back in here. So that's what's arrived today. So I've brought this upstairs to show you guys what it's gonna look like on the wall. That's what it's gonna look like. And the reason why we love these, I love the toggles because I just feel like they're really, really nice. But also what we loved about these were they are screwless. So where you put the screws in the corners to screw them in, they don't have the screw holes. And I just think they look a lot nicer like that.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.
Good morning, everyone. I have just set myself up, well, I'm still setting myself up for filming today. As you can see, I have a little setup this morning. I thought I'd show you a little behind the scenes. I am filming a vintage haul. And yeah, I'm just getting ready for filming that video really. So I've done a layer of fake tan. Now normally I film these type of videos over a few days. So I'll film like the talking section, like the show and tell kind of a section, and then on a separate day I'll do a couple of the outfits that I featured and I'll try them on and do a little styling session, like my cutaway clips separately, and then I add them all together and obviously curate the video. But today I'm going to do the whole thing, so I'm going to film the outfits this afternoon once my tan has developed a little bit more. Also, you'll have just seen me spray this over my face. This is the Fern McCann. It's called Wellness by Fern McCann off Towie. If you don't know who she is, she's off a reality TV show. And they bring out all sorts of products. This is actually from the pound shop. I don't think it was £1, it might have been £2, but it's so nice, you guys. It's face and body mist, and it's lavender and rosemary spa fragrance. It smells absolutely incredible. And then on hot days like this, I like to keep my base mists in the fridge so that when I'm getting too hot when I'm filming, yeah, it's just incredible. I really recommend it. It's got hyaluronic acid, so super moisturising. It's really good over the top of your makeup actually. I sprayed it over the top of my makeup the other day and hubby said I looked radiant. Anyway, it's got hyaluronic acid. It's got a beautiful fusion of essential oils to help enhance your well-being. So it smells of lavender, lemon, coriander, rosemary and geranium. I'm also wearing a little boohoo crochet shirt. I actually bought this just before we went to Cuba a few months ago, so you might already have seen this. If it's still available, I'll link it down below. There's nothing better for me than a loose fitting shirt in this weather. Anyway, I'm all set to film now, so as you can see, a little sneaky peek of what's on the rail. These are all the stuff that I bought from Vinted in the last few weeks or so. I love buying like pre-loved. You can get some real bargains. Anyway, I'm not going to go on because I've got to get on with filming this video, so that's what I'm going to do. And if you want to see that video, it will be up already on my channel if you've missed it. So that we can fit our new ceiling rose. This one's from Amazon. It's polystyrene, very lightweight. We're going to glue it on the ceiling now and then we're going to paint it in. But I think that's going to look absolutely incredible once it's up. What's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back so I've just brought these out of the storage room. So these are the bedside lights that we chosen that are going to hang from the ceiling, and they're the Churchgate collection from Dunelm. The only thing I don't like about these is this rope detail, but I think we can get some like chain that we can fix onto that so that it's not as just like a white rope. Oh my god, all the packaging, all this packaging, so much packaging. Is exactly right? Oh, perfect. So I'm just trying to gauge what these are going to look like just before Hobie puts them up, but this is what they look like against that backdrop. Oh my god, they are so nice.
We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty with the wind blowing.
If you can't get your hand in some of them, how do you do it then?
There's a way to do it. You get two you have a hard time with it, and struggle.
But you find a way.
Yeah, there's a way. There's always a way.
That is a true story.
You got number one.
Ooh. The thing is, they're so subtle you can hardly see them, but that sunshine is going to come around this side, golden hour in the evening, and then it's going to twinkle from that glass.
Oh, plus,
Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Beautiful, darling.
Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever.
Scaredy cat? Where? Where is it? Where is it, that scaredy cat? A New Yorker, a free garlic bread, some chips with garlic sauce, and an Italian gourmet chicken burger. What a way to end the day, guys. We're going to sip on this Malbec, eat our food, and bid you good night. Guys, good morning. I feel like I'm back in the same spot. I feel like we've all got cabin fever in this vlog, so I do apologise. But if we've been stuck in here, then you guys are going to be stuck in here too. It's very echoey, so apologies for the acoustics. Love that word. Anyway, as you can see behind me, we have first fix done. And most of the painting and panelling and filling and caulking, like I said, I'm sorry this vlog has just been in the bedroom all week, it feels like, but me and hubby, both of us, in the evenings when he's finished work, yeah, we've both been just stuck in the bedroom. It takes so long doing panelling, I didn't realise the extent of work that needs doing. All the measuring, all the cutting of the wood, so hubby's just done an absolutely fantastic job. I'm a sucker for the details, so I've been walking around, not trying to find fault, but looking for any imperfections. And I did that with the last house and the tiling, because he learned how to tile on the last renovation. And do you know what? He is faultless. Honestly, the craftsmanship, the workmanship, the work ethic, he shows up after work and he just cracks on till last night really, because we've got no power yet. We haven't like switched on the power yet in the house. I did not realise the extent of work. So once hubby had put the panels on the wall, we fixed them with glue first. We tacked them in and we thought the glue would stick them down, but obviously when it comes to painting and any like moisture that gets into raw wood, it expands and things like that. So they were popping off in places. So we tacked everything, I say we, hubby tacked everything back in and everything's like super secure. But it's been a great learning curve because we've never done panelling before, hubby's never done panelling before, and we are panelling the majority of this house. So this is the first room to be panelled, and I must say it is worth all the effort, let's just say that. So once the wood is on the walls and you're happy with the measurements and everything, then you've got to like caulk it in, like with decorators caulk to fill in any gaps. So then that takes its time because you've got to go around absolutely every single panel, both front and back of the wood. So that took an evening all of its own. Then that had to dry for 24 hours. And then the first coat of paint went on, and obviously because it's like raw wood, it's very porous. So it soaks up all the like first coats of paint, which then tends to go to nothing. And you need a few coats basically. So then a few nights, and then you've got to let that dry overnight. So it's been took all week really to get this panelling done. But guys, it's so freaking worth it, the feeling. Do you know what's really strange sometimes? Like, I can only describe to you how I'm feeling or in the renovation, and like even when the house was like it was when we first bought it, it gave me a feeling then, the vibes. I can't, like, you need to experience the feeling yourself to fully understand, don't you? You can take what I'm saying, you know, but to fully understand, you need to like actually feel it. Anyway, you know what I'm like, romanticising everything, but this bedroom, it just feels like princess room. Also, we chose a bed, finally. I think I mentioned on social media that I was struggling to choose a bed that I liked. Yeah, and we've also been doing that all week as well, like looking for a bed. So I will explain more about the bed. I think I will include it in one of the vlogs. It won't be the next renovation vlog because we've got a week until then. It's getting delivered next Saturday, so a week really from this weekend to next weekend. So there'll be another vlog in between. So I'll probably show it you after that. We'll unbox it all together and we'll get it all set up in this nice beautiful room. This room will definitely be finished off and all the little tidbits will be finished by then as well. So I'm really excited to show you the bed we've chosen. I'm so looking forward to a new bed. Oh my god, my bed is my favourite place, I'm not gonna lie. Everything's just happening all at once. It's like all just coming together right at the last minute, and things are changing on the daily, like dramatically. Like if you've seen what this room looked like, even yesterday morning, Saturday morning, or on Sunday morning, like 24 hours ago, it was totally different because hubby had like sanded all the floors down yesterday, big mistake because we'd done all the first coats of paint. Hubby sanded the floors down, they were just dust everywhere. Massive mistake on our part, but it's all a learning curve. We had to wipe all the walls down again, all the panelling, oh it was awful. Anyway, from that yesterday morning, from that catastrophe yesterday morning to today is just like anyway, I feel like I've just waffled on the whole time. I'm going to show you what's been done. So, second fix electrics, obviously all the lighting's been done. Above me is the chandelier. I'm going to show you in a second of everything that's been done in this room and where we're at. Like I said, the bed's been ordered, so that'll be coming next Saturday. I'll include it in a vlog and we'll unbox it and put it in situ. And then after that, I don't know if I'm going to do a bedroom reveal in that video or not too sure on the schedule yet, because you know things can like get delayed and things like that. But to be fair, the bed is the last thing to go in the room. So, but by next week, guys, we'll have moved out of that freaking campsite and we'll be in this bedroom living our best lives. Anyway, let me show you guys the details. So this is what the paneling is looking like. There are still some snaggy bits, like I said, to just touch up. Like over here, for example. But that's just like delicate with a delicate brush. So this week we're going to be concentrating on just making sure all the finer details have been addressed before we get our new bed in. And here we go, that's the corner. So that's the paneling. Then we've got sockets down here. So we've each got a socket for our bedside light. So we have obviously put our toggle switches on. We've also got USB charging ports and obviously a plug outlet. And then if we stand all the way down here to the other side of the room and show you the view. They're the bedside lights. So you can see the glass just about, which I love. Like I said, I love using glass because it gives the feeling of space. And they are quite high up than what I originally wanted, these lights. They're absolutely fabulous, really, really pleased with them. But I'm glad they only come to there because you don't want a big light next to your head, more or less. So like the bed will reach just over the top of that paneling here. So then the light's just here hanging, like shining down next to bedside, which I think is really nice actually. So yeah, these are the lights in a closer look. You can just about make out the glass with the white. So these are from the Churchgate collection at Dunelm. I've linked them in a previous video, but I'll link them down in this one as well because I'm featuring them in today's video. And yeah, I just love the ribbed glass. At first I thought they were going to be too big when I first unboxed them, but because of the height of the ceilings in this house, then they look really like good in proportion to the room. So that will be the wall which has the bed in. I can't wait to show you the bed, guys. We also need to shop for some new bedside tables, but I'm not in no rush for that because like I said, we have got bedside lights. Also, I can't wait to show you guys when we get in this room and the lights are in. The power's actually not on at the moment and there's no bulbs in the bedside lights at the minute either. But I can't wait to show you them like lit up. So hubby's put a dimmer switch down the side of mine. You're not going to see the plug socket outlets down there, by the way. They will be hidden behind bedside tables, but I still went for the nice ones, obviously. And yeah, I'll be able to dim everything in this room from my side. I've got little dimmer switches down there, so I'll be able to like turn them up, turn them down, leave them just on like lamps. And yeah, can't wait to get in here. So I'll show you them on when everything's like in place. In the next few vlogs you'll see that, not sure when. The rail that we picked up yesterday from Dunelm, and it's this one, and it's like a blackout rail, and I just love how it bends in the corner there, round, so your curtains come on and then they go round straight to the wall, so you don't have the gap which will show any light coming through into the room. So the curtains are full blackout curtains, and then so is the rail. I just love the way it looks because, let me see if I can show you from this side. I don't know, it just gives the feeling that the window's just not flat anymore. Does that make sense? Or is that another Suzy thing? I don't know. But yeah, I love the rail. That's in an antique brass as well. That's also from Dunelm. I'll link it down below. Like I said, the door is getting changed, but not right now because we've got the bathrooms just through there to do and we don't want to ruin any new doors. So that's unfortunately staying until the bathroom's been done, at least up in this side of the house. But yeah, I wanted to show you my new switches. Guys, I'm just loving these switches. I'll link them in the description. But I just feel like the toggles, they're just so posh, aren't they? I love the hardware in the house next to the white. It looks absolutely lovely. And again, it looks simple and clean, obviously, because we haven't started putting anything in yet. But I usually use accessories to add colour to my room. And then, guys, I just could not wait to show you this last. Ready? Ta-da! How nice is this chandelier from Dunelm? Again, it's in the antique brass. I think it's called the Vogue chandelier. I'll link it anyway so you can find it quickly if you like it. It's not got the bulbs in yet, but I just love it. It's not too big, it's not too small. You can dress it up with foliage hanging from the ceiling. And then I just love how it sits in the ceiling rows up there. I just absolutely love it. It makes the room, I don't know, it just feels so nice. And yeah, brilliant choice. And then the ceiling rose, we actually, I think, bought it from Amazon, and it's actually polystyrene, so it's just been glued on, super lightweight and painted in. It looks absolutely spectacular. Everything's just starting to come to life, like the vision is starting to come to life. And behind me is our fireplace, but it's not quite finished yet, so I'm not going to show you in today's video, but that is coming up soon, I promise. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'll meet you down there. Thanks for joining me in this week's vlog. Like I said, there wasn't a lot going on as opposed to loads of other things, because normally I like to vlog these renovation vlogs as we're living in the house, so the general vlogs but going through a renovation, and that's why I include all the outings, because we just needed to get out of the house sometimes and go and eat because I've no kitchen. And yeah, I just like to show how we are living through it as well, so that's why you get all the extra little bits as well, so it's not all just dust and doom and gloom. But yeah, so I hope you like the way I'm vlogging these renovation vlogs. But we've still got so much more to come, so make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll meet you down in the comments because I love chatting with you guys down there. And I'm going to sign off the vlog here, guys, and start a new one today.